pajama, yellow hammer, give 'em hell, Alabama. Friday night lights, it ain't nothing like Saturday hype. We love it right. You wanna hear the best sports to now? Kapow Sports Talk, the best all around. Kapow Sports Radio, I hope you ready. Kapow, yeah, it's about to go down. Kapow, K-A-P-O-W Sports Radio, and yeah, we all the way live. Kapow Sports Radio, I hope you ready. Kapow, yeah, it's about to go down. Kapow, K-A-P-O-W Sports Radio, and yeah, we all the way live.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Coosa Christian Football Show with Coach Russ Propst, jumping with J.W. White. What's that, man?
Just here talking ball, and we're about to get right into this because Coach got to go coach a game this
That's
week.
what he does.
That's a small game.
How difficult is it to get back from 3 Thursdays in a row and now you're on a Friday night game? So you kind of get an extra day of practice in there, theoretically.
I think if you asked the players, they would. You'd have thought yesterday would have been. It was. I would classify it as the worst practice of the year.
Oh.
It was that horrible, which concerned me a lot. Like they had never been, I guess, 3 days in a row in pads where they'd been Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And on Tuesday, it looked like they couldn't even get out of a stance. And it was really bad. Today, we cleaned it up this morning, and it got much better this morning. So made me feel a lot better that they responded, because I lit into them pretty good this morning at 5:30.
You did?
Oh yeah. It's one of those days where I had to get it off my chest, Jerry. So I did, and I got them pretty good in there in the locker room. But the thing about it is, I just don't know how much practice tape they've watched in the past compared to what we're doing now, and the routine of structure that we are involved in. And I think they hit a wall. They just hit a wall. But today they responded, and I felt like them coming back this morning at 5:30, practicing. I think this afternoon being off, the 30-something hours of rest leading up to tomorrow afternoon, because we're heading to Tuscaloosa tomorrow, and we will practice at the University of Alabama. Coach DeBoer is going to allow us to use his facility for about an hour practice, and that will be good. It's good for the kids. It's good for them to see. They'll have a little tour after practice, maybe get to watch a little bit of Alabama practice. I don't know. I think they have a walkthrough around 6. We're at 5. They're at 6. So good for the kids, and I think that for them to see the facilities, plus see another team practice, especially the University of Alabama, and I've done that at Auburn, I've done it at Georgia, I've done it at Georgia Tech, so and at Florida State. So it's always been good, and I think it's always helped your football team. So anyway, the extra rest today, being off this afternoon, and us leaving tomorrow and going down there, I think that gives you nearly, yes, that is 30-something hours. So I'm hoping when we get down there tomorrow, practice, get to the hotel, have walkthroughs, all the things that you do with meetings and video and all the things you're doing, we'll be ready to play come Friday night.
Talk about your defensive play. That's the one thing that people are talking about Coosa Christian right now. Obviously, you got some big playmakers, but your defensive side of the ball, some dogs out there. Talk about how proud you are and how they're flying to the ball, and just the work that these guys on the defensive side are putting in.
Well, first of all, it starts with Teddy Whitmire. Number one, him and Eric Albright and Ronnie, Mr. Ronnie and Coach Catlin and Brody. Those guys they do a real good job. Reginald and MJ, and we got some guys on defense that really do their work, and they come. Teddy started on this plan a week and a half ago, and I watched it. I was involved in watching him put the plan together, and he's very meticulous. He's very organized. And look, guys, and one thing I'll say about him, and especially Eric too, because I mean Eric's a good football coach, but Teddy is the guy. Make no question that Teddy knows what he's doing inside
told me
now.
that.
Who told you that?
Teddy.
Well, yeah, he is. He is. He is. I promise you. And look, guys, I've been around more defensive coordinators than any high school coach y'all two know put together because I was around Jeremy Pruitt for years, Todd Watson, who finished his career at Alabama, Jeremy Rao, who I hired from Troy. He left me after a few years and went to Georgia Southern. Travis Pearson, who's now in college football. Tracy Buchanan's now in college football. Kevin Shera was my last coordinator at Hoover. Bill Clark, I think we all know who that is. Kevin Shirley, who left me and went to Valdosta State. So 8 or 9 guys that were all really good football coaches. And Bill Clark came to our Blunt game. And after the game, he told me later the next day, he said, Rush, he said, your defense coordinator is really good. He said, I didn't know he was that good. And I said, yeah, he's pretty good, Bill. He said he was really organized and they were really sound in what they do. And I think Bill knows a little bit about defensive football.
One might say.
Yeah, so anyway, I think that's where it starts. I think it starts with him. Then it bleeds down to the other coaches. And him and Eric are like brothers, like tandem. And I've watched the plan come together now for the last week and a half, getting ready for TA. Not that we won't go down there and get skinned up a little bit. We could. The quarterback for TA has a really good arm. He loves to throw the ball downfield. He has a high accuracy level to him on balls past 25 yards. You don't see that a lot, Jerry, where the ball's thrown past 25. That he just don't overthrow receivers. And I think a lot of is number 7, number 3, 2 of those guys can really catch a football and run really good routes. They lost one of their good receivers, number 4, to an ACL, and that's hurt them a little bit. But they, we'll have it. We've got a good plan. We just got to go execute it. But it's like I told our defense yesterday and today. You can be right 45 times against an offense like this, but the 5 times you're not right can end up in scores. So that's the worry. The quarterback scrambling and finding people downfield or over the top or whatever. And so we got our work cut out. And I think our defensive staff and our defensive team will come to play and hopefully we play sound, fundamental football, keep things in front of you, make them have to snap it multiple times, and then on 3rd down, come up with something to get us off the field.
Well, here's the thing about Norris is he can scramble, Jeff. He can scramble.
Really.
But he scrambles, what scares me, very much Josh Allen-like. He scrambles to throw downfield.
He does.
And it's very accurate. And we haven't played a quarterback like him this year, so it's going to be very intriguing. Their offense can put up points, and they're used to winning. This is a team that won their region.
Yep.
They're Region 5 champions. And we were talking earlier, their loss, though, surprises me. They lost to Isabella, which surprised me a little bit. You know anything about that particular game?
Well, first of all, Isabella's not bad.
Oh, no, they're a good football team.
I think they're a good football team.
Yeah.
I think Vincent's a good football team. I think the team that comes to see us in the first round is a good football team. I think their region, top to bottom, is the best region in the North.
For sure.
And so, when you watch Isabella on tape, and I have, it won't surprise you that they won the game. Just like Vincent and Sullivan can win too. The quarterback Sullivan's really good. Greene County's got the running back going to Alabama. So probably 3A player of the year, 2A player of the year in the state. So I think TA is a really good football team. The thing that I think I've said this last week, they're not playing many people both ways. And so I think they knew this game was coming, and I think they also know, like we know, that we could see them again come playoff time.
Mhm.
So, when you're playing 13, 14, 15, 16 kids like we are, and they're playing 22, 24 kids, then, will they have an advantage come Friday night or week 13? I don't know. But you would think that they would, especially if they throw it 40, 45 times and we have to run around and try to chase this guy for 40, 45 snaps, as far as in the throw game. Because they're going to throw it. And they're going to spread you out 2 by 2, 3 by 1, a little bit of two back sniffer set right there, which Teddy calls Tennessee set. I call it blue and red. I think they can run it, but they want to throw it.
They do.
And I think that's going to be something of difficulty with us. But I think our kids are ready. We got people in the back half of our secondary. They're athletic with LJ and Grayson Malone and Trayvon and Kylan that can run around and make plays too. So, it's going to be an interesting ball game from the back end of our defense to the front end.
And their quarterback tells us with their lead rusher.
Yeah.
So again, he can run, he does one, but is it Hudson Powell, number 1 for them? He's got 5 or 6 interceptions on the back end.
Yeah.
Good receiver. He's kind of, him and Kylan remind me a lot of each other. He's a senior. He's a little bigger than Kylan at this point. So we have to be hey, Mr. Mayor's watching from Birmingham. That's the mayor, Joe Taylor.
Okay, Mr. Joe, how are you?
And we have to be careful with our passing game. We can't get flippant, and we have to be sure what we're making. So let's talk about the progress of our quarterback from week 1 to where Mac Long is right now. Again, we understand he's just a sophomore. We have to remind people of that.
Well, he's thrown 18 touchdown passes, probably 1,400 yards. I'm not sure his yardage, but y'all may know that better than I do. But I do know he's in the 60th percentile in completion rate, maybe 61, 62%, maybe. Would like that to be higher, but as a sophomore, that's pretty good. If you're 60 or better in the 10th grade, you're pretty good. And 18 touchdowns, roughly 2 a game. So, I think he's matured. I think he's gotten better. I think our passing attack has gotten much better over the last 5 or 6 weeks. That's something that organically has grown. I think it's something that I wanted to expand on when I got here, is to try to get, we've talked about it before, is to try to get to where we're not just one right-handed, I'd love to be able to just line up and run the football, but, and we're going to try to, but you don't want to sit there and keep pounding your head against the wall when you're sitting there in 3rd and 5 and 3rd and 4, and, there's not many runs on 3rd and 5 and 3rd and 4 that you can just feel confident in if you hadn't done it on 1st and 2nd down. But, hopefully our throw game has been good enough to where people have got to work on that and our run game, and it sort of makes you diversified and balanced. And, with that being said, I think Mac has been the catalyst of that. He has to be the catalyst of it. He has to have his read progressions right. Actually, later this afternoon, he and I will meet to go over the game plan and watch more film, and we'll do it tomorrow night in the hotel. We'll have walkthroughs and a lot of meetings, and that way when he goes out there, he has an idea of what he's doing. So, that's the thing with Mac that I've noticed too, Jerry, is he's a pretty smart kid.
He is.
A very smart kid. And really, his upside is really good. I think when he gets to his junior and senior year, and then this offense starts to expand more. Right now we probably got it about 40% of the offense, maybe 50% of the offense of what I like to do all the time. So I think once he gets, and he's excited about that.
Yeah.
We've talked about it a lot, he and I, about that part of it, and some of the things that Alaric was doing when I got here, we liked too. I mean, and I'm gonna say this too about Alaric and Teddy. I'm going to nominate both those guys as assistant coaches of the year. I'm really impressed with both of them, Teddy and Larry, both coordinators. I think have done a wonderful job. They were put in a tough situation too, but they've handled it very well.
Yeah.
And now me and Larry, we sort of think alike a lot, and we sort of laugh all the time. Because he's having to teach school, and I'm down in the field house, and we have to go back and forth on the phone some. But we're starting to see things the same way, and that took about 6 weeks to do. But now going forward, we're rocking along pretty good together, and I'm impressed with Larry, and I'm impressed with Teddy, and I'm impressed with our assistant coaches. Period.
Well, the stats, just so you know, he's almost at 1,600 yards passing, 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
Just over 60% completion percentage.
The good thing about the 5 interceptions, that may be the lowest of any 10th grader I've ever had. I can't remember a 10th grader only throwing 5, and I say that we'll throw 3 tomorrow night, but hopefully not. But you get out of a 10-game season and you throw 6 or less, man, that's pretty good.
Strong.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah,
but normally it's about 8 or 9.
So health-wise,
10.
how are we? I know there was a virus going through.
Yeah, I sent Zayden home yesterday, but he's fine today. He practiced this morning. He was good. He's a tough kid.
Yeah.
And he didn't really want to go home, but I just know how contagious that stuff is, and throwing up and coming out both ends and all that kind of. And he had body aches too, so he'll be fine. He'll be fine, and I think health wise,
I feel bad for the virus.
Yeah, I do too. But he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Zayden's a tough kid, and hopefully those kids. We're trying to get a visit set up at West Alabama this weekend with Zayden and Grayson Malone and Cade Mickler.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully to visit their campus this weekend. We're trying to get that worked out today or tonight. And I think LJ and Kylan are headed to Mississippi State, Texas game. So on Saturday. So we got some kids starting to visit, and some people starting to take looks at our kids, and which is important during come playoff runs. So a lot of positive things going on with our program right now.
T-shirt sales coach.
Yeah, Brian Haynes, our offensive line coach, and his wife Tiffany are selling T-shirts. Playoff T-shirts will be coming next week. I think we ordered a lot of parents ordered the region championship T-shirt. It looks good. So each week we're gonna try to do a shirt or a sweat top. We've already done it. And if you want a sweat top, I think we took an order early in the week. It may not be too late, but if it is, we can get you on the second order. I know we ordered for the players and staff and parents who had ordered the sweat top, the playoff sweaty or hoodie or whatever. And there will be a T-shirt coming for that also. And so each week, I know Holly is our Booster Club president, her and Chase, and Whitney, my wife. You can get in touch with any of them, Atlanta, and any of those women you can get in touch with, and they'll put you towards the right person to order your T-shirt or sweat top for the playoffs.
Some said some of your coaches have tube tops to be wearing them.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Some of them said some of your assistant coaches may wear tube tops.
Yeah, or 3.
He knows exactly who it is, doesn't he?
Hey, let's go over this. Let's talk about last week's game just a second before we get out of here. It was, wrapped up the region and 55-0. I want to talk a little bit about the offensive defensive player of the games. Player of the game for that week. We have Zayden Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
He had an incredible game, really. I want to throw those stats over to you, Coach. Let you go over. Let me track them down here. So Zayden had 10 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, 1 fumble caused, and 3 hurries. It's a pretty good game, Coach.
Pretty good night's work, guys.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what you look for if you are recruiting somebody on the next level. So Zayden's a good football player. You know what Zayden is? He's a very smart player. He has a high football IQ. He knows the game inside and out, and I'm impressed with a lot of things. He's very versatile. He can play guard. He can play center. He can play tackle. He can be a defensive nose tackle. 6'1", 6'1.5", 280, 275. Can move for his size. And again, I think that he'll get an opportunity to play on the next level. And the way football is today, Jerry, recruiting has changed so much. Is that where you start is where most of the time is not where you end up.
Right.
So I'm talking to him. I talked to his dad. Just go find a place to start with, and then let's see how things go for next year. You're going to develop. Things are going to change, but he can play college football. Cade Mickler can play somewhere. Grayson Malone can play somewhere.
Well, that's our next player. The offensive player of the game was Grayson Malone. He had 3 receptions on 3 targets, 68 yards, a touchdown. But he had 6.5 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, and an interception.
Yep.
Pretty good game, Coach.
Very good game. Him and LJ has really come on. As you can tell, those two have come along on both sides of the ball. They've given our back half stability, and they've given us the ability to go deep with them on the outside or possession receive a play that we need first downs. And you have to go out there. You just can't just go put any corner out there and say, okay, we're just going to go 1-for-1 you. If you go 1-for-1 on us, then, we're going to attack you with that. And I think that which lightens the box, which allows you to be able to run the football a little bit easier. So, it's a game of numbers. You don't like to run in a box that has 8 people in it. And we would like to run into a box that has 7 or 6 people in it. And so, with that being said, we got of course, Kylan, we all know about him. We all know about Joseph. Carson Reed's coming on and getting better by the week. He did dislocate his finger in practice on Sunday. Was it Monday? Sunday or Monday. The days run together. And but he gives us depth in the backfield. He's got speed. He can play receiver. He's playing a lot of defense, giving us a lot of things on the defense we like. And of course, our offensive line, with Rad and DL, and then of course Maddox, Gaines, and Chase and Zayden are our 5 guys up front that have been together all year long. Rex Dodd will get some work in there, but and then Palmer and Cade are at tight end, and they rotate in and out. And so we're getting a little bit of depth with Cooper. He's playing some defense, but he also plays a little bit of offense to give LJ a breather. The Keener kid is playing a little bit of X to give Grayson a blow or two. And then Pierce is playing defense, but he can play the slot receiver to give Kylan a rest a little bit. But we were able to personnel some things to give Kylan a rest where he's off the field. So in a 2 receiver set. So anyway, we got a good play in for Friday night. I feel good about it. I know last week, we sort of run up on them pretty quick, and felt good of how we played. I thought we did some good things against West End. We had a good crowd. Made some money. So with that being said, this week will be a good test for us, and see how we are going to react on the road in a tough environment against a good football team.
All I'm saying is Jeff's favorite play of the game, I thought he was going to jump out of the booth, is when Joseph was stiff-arming folks like he was Rick James. That one, you take that one. You take that one.
He sure was giving them out.
He was doing it. Then how about when DL took it for 52? Hey, per carry, he's your leading rusher. I'm just saying. How fun was that to get those offensive linemen?
A lot of fun. It was good.
Bradley scored.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Zay got a first down.
It was a lot of fun.
It was incredible.
And you have some fun with them. I mean, it's their senior night, and we're up big at half, and come out. The only negative to it is you got somebody hurt, which we didn't, thank goodness. Yeah. So somebody's leaving, right?
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
I think it's good, and I hopefully we can hone in on what our mission is, and everybody knows what the mission is, and it starts Friday night.
Well, last thing for me, Coach, and Jeff can interject, and we can get you back to practice. And next week's an off week.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. What is the game plan for the week off? It's Halloween. A lot of stuff can go on. What's the idea for how you going to take care of the guys, and what's the week going to look like the week before the playoffs?
Well, it's based on how they play Friday night.
It's on them.
It's on them.
Yeah.
It's on them. If they want to practice all week and go down there and slop around. But no, it's off weeks are not off weeks for players. It's now we will take some time off, but normal week for me in the past has been we give them off Saturday and Sunday of this coming weekend. Mm-hmm. They got the weekend off. We come in Monday during the last period, and we hit the weight room, have a good lift on Monday, and then we watch the game film. And then we go outside and we condition, get our condition in, 6 gassers, and then do a little moving around just to get the body loose and get soreness out and all that kind of stuff. We come back Tuesday and practice normal. And it'll be a defensive priority practice with a little bit of offense. I think an hour and a half of defense, 30 minutes of offense. And the next day we flip it. On Wednesday we go offense majority with a 30-minute defensive period. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday they're off again. So out of a 7-day period, let me think, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Out of an 8-day period, they have 5 off days. Okay. So it gives their mind some rest. It gives their body some rest. And we do lift each day, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of that week, and we practice 2 days. So that's sort of the way it's been. If I had a veteran team, I might go 1 day of practice, but I think in this situation, with some things we still want to continue to improve on and keep us sharp. Right now, we're looking at a 2-day week practice, and but again, you're off Saturday and Sunday, you're off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I think that's healthy. Then you come back Sunday and get ready for the playoffs.
Okay. And the last thing for me, I'm done. Trick or treating's coming. Oh, yeah. What's the Propst giving away trick or treating? Jeff not dressed up and come knock on your door. What are we getting, Russ?
You're gonna get you're not gonna get an AR. You may get
See,
no,
we would expect that.
I'm gonna hide under my bed and close my door and we got a really neat River Rock's a really neat place.
It is.
It'll be really well decorated.
Picnic's incredible.
Yeah, the picnic's really good. That's probably where I'll be on that Friday night. I'll be scouting the game. I may get there a little bit early, later, but we'll scout on that Thursday and Friday of open week 2, based on who our opponent is. I mean, we don't. It could be Greene County, could be Lenore County, could be Isabella.
It's one of the 3,
and we don't know.
Yeah.
And so we'll try to hit one of them, and then
Can we trick or treat picnic and get some of that pimento cheese?
Just carry our own bowl.
It's good.
No, everything there is good.
We get that Propst patty too.
The Propst patty.
Well, the Saturday game day experience at the picnic is really good. So that's where we spend a lot of us. We go to work, and during the playoffs we'll be at work till from about 8 in the morning till about 2 in the afternoon. Then we go to the picnic and catch the ABC 2:30 game for a few hours, get a little bit of rest, and back at it Sunday.
There you go.
Well, I need to record you saying one thing, Coach.
Okay.
Drinks on me.
I was going to say iced tea.
All right, your tickets are available. You can get them at GoFan GoFan. Yeah, GoFan.com. You can check them out there. Get them early. This is going to be a tight game. One of the games of the week in the state of Alabama. People are going to be watching it.
2 versus 3.
2 versus 3. So it's going to be well attended, and it's going to be an exciting night. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Airtime right here on Kapow will be 6:30.